One of the biggest deceptions that a lot of people fall for because they haven't done their research is thinking that Yahusha's name changed to IESUS or JESUS when his name was written in the 3 different languages on the execution stake. But the thing is, when you actually transliterate his name into Greek by going on Google and typing in Yahusha, check how they pronounce his name in Greek. English, Greek.
YAHUSHA. YAHUSHA.
Almost identical. The Merriam-Webster definition of transliteration is to represent or spell words in the characters of another alphabet, aiming to preserve the pronunciation of the original. So when they transliterated his name, it still kept the same exact sound. Here's in the ancient Abrit or the ancient Hebrew: Yahusha Hanatzari Malach HaYahudim. Greek: Yahusha Vasilias Tau Yahuntim. Latin: Yahusha Rex Yahudim. All of them make the exact same sound. His name did not change to any other name, because when you start saying his name is now ESUS or JESUS or IESUS, you're changing the sound of his name completely. That's a whole different name, which actually comes from an ancient demon called ESUS. Here's a statue of him. Look up ESUS of Gaul, a powerful Celtic deity primarily worshipped in ancient Gaul in Britain. You see, this is a completely different deity. This is just a demon. It's a false mighty one. No matter what language you transliterate the Messiah's name into, it will remain Yahusha throughout every single language. Right? Because remember, transliteration preserves the original pronunciation, the original sound. It just changes the language that it's written in. All of these say Yahusha. This is very much closer to the original. This is a deception from Hashatan, Satan, the deceiver, to deceive you into calling upon false names and not receiving true deliverance. Well, so now we learned the transliteration, right? It keeps the same sound, Yahusha, Yahusha, Yahusha. But what about the translation? Does the translation now change his name to the false deity of Gaul, ESUS? No, because if you translate it properly, it has a meaning. You have the Yad and the Hey, right there, Yad Hey, which is Yah. Just like Halal U Yah, praise added to Yah. The U is a tent peg. It means to add. The Shah at the end of his name comes from the Abrit word Yasha, which means deliverance. So Yahusha, if you want to translate it into English, it means Yah adds deliverance. Alright, because this is the name that you are delivered by. I have come in my Father's name, and you receive me not. If another one shall come in his own name, him you shall receive. How about Acts 4:12? There is no deliverance in anyone else or no one else. For there is no other name under heaven given among mankind by which we must be delivered or saved. That false name JC is tied to the symbol or the number of the beast. See, they translate it as 666, but what's written in the actual Greek is Chi Z stigma. See, if you go into the concordance, 600 Chi Z stigma. You can go to G5516. Now, look at that X looking symbol there, the Chi. It's the same symbol that's in a lot of these images of this